Hey, wrestling fans, at this time, my next special guest, they come to you via the American Wrestling League. They are their tag team champions. I'm talking about the Anomaly, and I'm talking about the Big Black Cat. Come on in here, guys.
Tonight, a title versus title match right here at North Central High School in Kershaw, South Carolina. The Soul Patrol has run into town. And we've got the NAWA Tag Team Champions, the V.S.P. Title versus title. 4 men go in. 4 titles go in. Only one tag team is going to come out with 2 tag team titles. And that's going to be the Soul Patrol, Daddy, because you know what? We represent the American Wrestling League, and we're not going to let some big-time people down. So I'm letting the fans know of American Wrestling League that the Soul Patrol is coming home with both titles, Jack. Mike Mon, Curtis Robinson, lace your boots up real tight. It's Saturday night, and the Soul Patrol's ready to fight, Daddy. Ain't that right? Let's go!
Well, you just heard from the Soul Patrol. They are going to be in your main event this week in a title versus title match as the Soul Patrol will defend the AWL Tag Team titles against the NAWA Tag Team Champions V.S.P. and the titles will be on the line. Someone is going to walk out with 2 sets of tag team titles in your main event. Now, let's hear from V.S.P.
Hey, fans, what do you get when you put together a throwback and a monolith? I'll tell you what you get. You get the new NAWA Tag Team Champions, Curtis Robertson, Mike Mon, your new NAWA Tag Team Champions. Boys.
I'll tell you what else you get. You get 2 very special people. Now, what do you want to ask us?
Because you've got 2 very superior professionals right here.
You're looking at some vintage star power between Mike Mon and the throwback Curtis Robertson. Now, what do you want to know, guy?
Fans want to know, what does VSP mean?
They'll never know that. Let's talk about the match tonight, Mike. Tonight, we're facing the champions of the Owl League.
Owl League?
Yeah.
Hoot hoot.
Yeah, hoot hoot. We got the Soul Patrol. We got Antonio Morgan and Dion Johnson. I've locked horns with both of these men many times before. They're 2 tough customers, but they're not as tough as this man right here, Mike Mon.
Last time I faced Antonio Morgan, I tied those dreadlocks of his to the top rope and left him laying. I do not lose to Antonio Morgan, now that it's Curtis Robertson. We are the new tag team champions, and we're the only tag team champions in this match that actually mean anything. We ain't no owls, we're here for NAWA, North American Wrestling Association, the only real promotion. What does AWL even stand for? You're asking us what VSP stands for. What does AWL stand for? I can tell you what ours stands for, but I'm not going to.
But we'll see what happens here as the Trippy Hippie is going to try and make waves in NAWA.
And again, this match is due to Thomas issuing an open challenge because the man that he hates and wants to beat up will not face him right now. He says he's going to do it when he's ready. He has to amp Dominic, so Thomas is a fighting champion. He's been on a roll with the open challenges ever since defeating Chase Brown in that guitar match months ago. And if you haven't seen that match, I'd encourage you to go to our YouTube channel and look in the archives and find that match. It was one of the best matches we've seen here on NAWA Championship Wrestling.
Indeed, Michael, one of the best matches that we've had the pleasure of calling here during our tenure as the commentary crew for NAWA. But right now, I'm looking forward to this contest and seeing what exactly Thomas Extreme can do with James Johnson. Starting off here with a collar and elbow tie-up.
You know, this isn't the first open challenge that Thomas Extreme has issued. He's defeated everyone that has accepted his open challenges, from Leo Pride to Cam Carter. If you haven't heard that name, go back and watch that match as well in archives. And he's now facing James Johnson and several other names that he's defeated with this open challenge. But huge test here tonight in front of him in the form of James Johnson.
I have to say I'm very impressed continuously by the fighting spirit that exists with our champions, between Thomas Extreme and Stuart Snodgrass, both defending the NAWA United States and Light Heavyweight Championships, seemingly against all comers. That's a great thing to have and to be able to bring to our fans here at NAWA.
And look at that. He just traps the forearm of Thomas Extreme right into a wrist lock. You know, James Johnson, as you said, coming out of the Palmetto Wrestling Academy, trained by fully gimmicked Ethan Case. He knows his way around the squared circle. Does James Johnson.
As you say, don't let the, let's say, visual or the physique fool you there. James Johnson, fully aware of how to get around inside this ring. Might show a thing or two to Thomas Extreme, you never know, as he's working his way out of that arm bar. Wow, look at that, Michael.
Very, very impressive maneuver to get out of that by James Johnson. That was pretty good. You should shake his hand.
Oh, no.
And as much as Thomas is loved by the fans, he
look at that. Forearm shiver. That hippie is not afraid to get in there and mix things up, Michael.
Huge
cutter.
Neck breaker.
Now, referee's got to get in there and get that count. 2 count only. James Johnson might have surprised Thomas Extreme here. Charging in. Oh, wow. Look at that elbow delivered by Thomas Extreme.
These two men are not unfamiliar with each other. They know each other from being on shows together, but this is the first time that they've been in the ring one-on-one together, and for no bigger prize, the NAWA Light Heavyweight title is on the line. Whoa! Huge blockbuster there from James Johnson.
2 count only, though. Wow, hard to believe that Thomas Extreme was able to get out of that blockbuster maneuver there so easily. Oh, wow. Chop to the throat there.
Huge swinging neck breaker delivered from Thomas. And now the momentum has shifted once again into Thomas's favor.
Thomas definitely in control here now, and we're going to see that vicious streak of Thomas Extreme shine through here as he is clopping away at the head of James Johnson.
He needs to listen to referee Trenton Bigelow. Last time he got into a fist exchange like that with Amp Dominic, they threw the match out.
Now, Thomas Extreme wanting to make sure everybody, including James Johnson, knows just who he is, and that is the NAWA Light Heavyweight Champion. Shoots him across into a hip toss type maneuver there. James Johnson starting to show the effects of all the offense he has absorbed from Thomas Extreme.
Thomas needs to keep a focus in the ring on James Johnson and not these people, letting them know that he is a champion, and he should be proud of that fact, but he needs to focus on this match or he's going to walk out of here not the champion.
Spending a little bit too much time jacking his jaws there.
Nice
look at
reversal
this.
Right into a rolling pin. James Johnson only able to get 2 there.
Showing some lucha stylings there is James Johnson. Oh, wow.
Huge lariat puts Thomas on his back. That's it, folks. So close to a new champion here tonight.
2 count only. My goodness.
And it looks as if Thomas Extreme is favoring that left shoulder area of his. Maybe he's tweaked it here in this match. It doesn't seem to be affecting him here anymore.
Wow. Innovative offense there by Thomas Extreme as he plants the forehead of James Johnson into the mat. And running knees.
There he goes with that full force style, that extreme style that we know Thomas by.
He lives up to his name every match.
He is in your face non-stop. It's hard for his opponents to breathe. He's very proud of his cardio.
Missile drop kick there applied by Thomas Extreme. Got to get in there and go for that pinfall one more time. Oh, look at that ring awareness by the youngster there. James Johnson knew just where to get that handhold.
Years of experience ahead of where he is in his career right now, knowing where he's at all times in this ring is James Johnson.
Now we're seeing Extreme start to try and wear down James Johnson a little bit more. Misses with that clothesline, though. Oh, look at that forearm shiver, Michael. Now, James Johnson back in control of this matchup. Wow.
Stiff knee right to the side of the head of Thomas Extreme. That could put his lights out.
I tell you, he may be a hippie, but he's got an intense side when it comes to his action and offense here in the NAWA ring.
He's just going with the flow, man, and the flow is that he's whooping up on Thomas Extreme right now.
But that flow sent him straight into the soles of Thomas Extreme's boots there.
It's just flowing out the opposite way. Oh no, what he caught him in the air.
What is this?
Got him into a half Nelson face buster there.
Wow.
Going for the pin. He seems to think he's got this match under control. No, Thomas kicking out barely at 2 right there.
James Johnson still got a grip on the man, though. Going for maybe a German suplex here. Oh, wow. Belly to back suplex. 2 count only.
Impressed by the strength and power of James Johnson here.
Just an impressive match overall here, as these two men have beaten each other from pillar to post.
Oh,
look at that.
One out here.
What is this? What in the world is Amp Dominic doing at the ringside area?
He's studying Thomas Extreme. He's playing mind games. That's what he's doing. And yes, I'm in it. He is an a-hole.
That's a hard thing to argue with there, Michael, but those sensitive ears out there need to be aware of just what kind of individual Amp Dominic is. He has run roughshod over the NAWA light heavyweight division, and I think we're both just frustrated with the fact that he's not being willing to get in there and fight Thomas Extreme.
I don't think it's that he's not willing. It's just that he's trying to play with everybody. He's a god, he says, in his own mind. Brought here to save us, but he needs to focus on what's going on. Thomas does here. Oh,
wow.
Talk about forearms. That was a hell of a forearm right there himself. Holy Christ.
Such a stiff contest here between these two men. Let's see what Johnson's got here. Oh, wow.
Some kind of
almost a springboard ace crusher there.
He didn't look like he got the full effect of that maneuver, but
look at this.
Get this man out of the ring. Get him out of here.
Get this man out of here. Referee's calling for the bell, as once again Amp Dominic has put his stinking nose where it doesn't belong, tossing James Johnson out of the ring. What in the world?
This is not how we wanted this match to end, folks. Not the debut of James Johnson ending like this.
Look at that. We've seen him do this so many times before, just putting that boot onto the forehead of whoever he's in the ring with. But this isn't his match. What in the world is Amp Dominic doing here? Referee, get in there and get something going. Crying out loud.
Oh, he just dropped a brain buster right on his head and shoulder. Thomas Extreme is just, he's out.
Amp Dominic clearly is trying to send a message here to Thomas Extreme. What is this?
Yeah. He's got his arm bent back over that rope. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, the shoulder. We saw that he was favoring it earlier. Amp Dominic has just damaged it even more.
Look at this now. There's that ugly begone caster again.
Oh,
no.
Dear God.
The whole thing. Oh, my God, Michael.
Now
what is Amp Dominic thinking?
Well, we know that does affect your eyesight if it touches your pupils directly. But, my Lord, what's going to happen to Thomas is going to be able to see after that? We don't know.
Thomas Extreme is hurt, folks. My God.
Oh, my brothers and sisters, Thunderbolt Patterson has been outcast. Say it, yes, sir, outcast from our flock, and we will not allow him back into our flock. Never, not even.
What we can't allow is your boy Danny D will say, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Had a flat tire, car broke down. I don't even know if I got a car anymore, but I do know I got the deals at highspots.com.
Highspots.com is your one-stop shop for the wrestling fan. Get books, DVDs, Blu-rays, magazines, memorabilia. You can even get your own wrestling ring at highspots.com.
Deals.
Highspots.com. Highspots.com. Oh, feel it in your soul.
Highspots.com. It's like heaven for the wrestling world.
Now, there's an easier way to do this. If you want out of jail, call Blackman for bail. As a former WWF wrestler, I guarantee we can slam the competition. I have offices in Dauphin, Cumberland, York, and Perry counties. That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 919-2015. That's 919-2015. Don't let this be you. Don't spend more time in there than you have to. That's Blackman Bail Bonds.
Hey, wrestling fans, I am standing here with the Sly Silver Fox, the ladies' choice. After a bit of bad luck, the Silver Fox is back on track, win after win. And tonight, Mr. Silver Fox, you have the newcomer. He's the hot one, they say, D'Angelo.
Listen here, Guy Tomorrow. I'm not even going to mention the fact that you tried to bring up my record. Do you want to talk about your record? I know what you did down in Myrtle Beach in '74, okay? You were driving down, and that lady said, "Hey, God, why won't you stop here?" And you pulled the car over, and then a little, we'll leave. It's a children's show. We'll stop talking about that. All I want to talk about tonight is you, first name D, last name Angelo. Silver Fox has been watching you. I watched you shovel your face for Thanksgiving, just like the rest of these uggos, just a shoveling their faces full of pie. Well, the Silver Fox loves pie, but he loves the kind that don't add no weight to the hips, Daddy. And tonight, I have a plan that's gonna set me into the stratosphere. So, bring it, baby. What do you gotta say about that, guy? Tonight?
Well, we just heard from the Silver Fox, Big Daddy Fox. He is going to be in action next week right here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. He is going to be taking on D'Angelo. Make sure you're here with us next week to see D'Angelo take on the Silver Fox. Well, ladies and gentlemen, title versus title, tag team titles on the line as we've got the Soul Patrol, the American Wrestling League Tag Team Champions. And there you see the NAWA Tag Team Champions, V.S.P. Got tonight, tried to find out what that stood for, and they just kind of gave him the cold shoulder, or maybe they said it to him and he didn't really catch on. Who knows? But Mike Maughan and the throwback Curtis Robertson, the NAWA Tag Team Champions, kind of on a meteoric rise here in the NAWA as they've taking the tag team division by storm. They're going to be taking on the established Soul Patrol. You see the big black cat, Dion Johnson, and the anomaly, the Antonio Morgan here, the AWL Tag Team Champions. Two big, bad, tough dudes. They make up one hell of a tag team as the Soul Patrol. And I can't believe that our management and AWL management was able to work together. What a concept in independent wrestling. Working together to make something happen. They were able to work together, both boards able to come together and make a title versus title match here. One promotion is going to have a new set of tag team champions, whether they like it or not. Who's it going to be? Will the NAWA tag team of V.S.P. be the more dominant team, or will AWL Soul Patrol prove to be the best tag team? And ladies and gentlemen, if you're holding two sets of tag team titles in two different promotions at the same time, that pretty much establishes that you're one of the best tag teams around. And that's what exactly we're going to find out here tonight. Who's going to be the tag team to represent AWL and NAWA simultaneously? Mike Maughan has a tag team pedigree here in the NAWA. Oh God, Curtis. He's talking about his cheap jewelry and his alleged expensive sunglasses here to the guy at the ringside area. The jacket boy taking the stuff back. I don't know what he said to him. We'll have to catch up. Hopefully Curtis is going to join me on commentary in the future. Look at that hug from V.S.P. The Soul Patrol, loved by the fans. V.S.P. hated by everyone, not just the fans, but everyone. As I said, they've been on a rise here in NAWA, taking the tag team division over pretty quickly, defeating the Moonshine Express. And they were granted a tag team title match and defeated the long-time, two-time NAWA Tag Team Champions, the Wranglers. This is the first time they're seeing the Soul Patrol. And at the same time, it's the first time the Soul Patrol is seeing V.S.P. Not a lot of tape out there on V.S.P. to study. As, like I said, they're a fairly new tag team, but the Throwback and the Man Monolith, Mike Maughan, have made an impressive duo. I wouldn't be surprised to see them walk out of here as dual tag team champions over the Soul Patrol here tonight, but I'm not saying that's going to happen, because you never know what's going to happen once that bell rings and the action takes place inside the squared circle. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at NAWA Championship Wrestling. If you're watching us here at the Battle of Bonetown on highspots.tv, or you're watching us on our weekly YouTube show, the longest running episodic television program in the Carolinas, NAWA Championship Wrestling. We got a collar and elbow tie up and a throwback. Curtis Robertson pushing the big black cat right into the turnbuckle. Going for a pull, he blocks it, big right hand. Big right hand from Dion Johnson, and that stunned Curtis Robertson there. He tried to throw a cheap shot, but the black cat was ready for it and hit him with a big right fist. Hit him with one of them ham bones right across the face. Robertson still feeling his face out. He doesn't want these fans getting rowdy and loud and helping the Soul Patrol feed off their energy. Very slow start here. Neither team wanting to make a mistake. Got a filling out process here. As I said, this is the first time ever matchup with the Soul Patrol taking on V.S.P. And now Dion Johnson got him in that side headlock here. He's got it squeezed on tight. Robertson trying to figure out, trying to think. Later using the head in the back to shoot him off. Ducks under. Big elbow goes down. Robertson, Moan ducks. Does Johnson, hits him with an elbow, and he's cleaning house. Both members of V.S.P. retreat to the floor as they just took that elbow right to the top of the head. Dion Johnson, a ring veteran, savvy as they come. Whoa, and Antonio Morgan, what a surprise. Scaring the throwback there. Didn't lay hands on him. Didn't touch him there, just gave him a little boom. And down it, oh, look here, where are they going? V.S.P. Wait a minute. The Anomaly coming out there and grabbing Curtis Robertson, getting him back in the ring. They want to win. They want to win the NAWA Tag Team titles. It looked to me as if Moan and Robertson were trying to get the hell out of here. And now Robertson trying to shake the hand of Dion Johnson. I don't know if I trust him. He sits here with me in the commentary booth sometimes. I don't know if he's that trustworthy, Dion. Should he shake his hand? He's asking the people, should he do it? And if he's got any sense to him, I think he knows the answer is no, do not shake his hand. Robertson still trying to extend the gesture of shaking his hand. And you see Mike Maughan encouraging him to shake his hand. The people want him to do it. Dion's still very hesitant to do it. He's going to shake the hand. Oh, but Robertson shook it for him and then gave him a cheap shot right at the midsection with that boot. I knew he was not up to no good. Up to no good was Curtis Robertson, and it worked out in his favor here. Oh, look at that booty. The booty of Dion Johnson. It's shaking, the hips are moving. He's trying to wiggle his way out of this headlock. Here he does. Ooh, baby. That's not cheating. That's not cheating, Curtis. Curtis Robertson saying that he cheated to get out of that hold, but it looked to me like he just smoothly wiggled his way right out, using what his mama gave him. And now we got another standstill here in action. As you know, Dion Johnson, he favors and plays off the energy of the crowd. He's got that wrist. Oh boy, in comes the Anomaly. Antonio Morgan, the big man, getting into the ring here. Going up to the second rope. And he drops that axe handle right across the arm of the throwback, causing damage now. He's got him into an arm bar here. Does the Anomaly, the big powerhouse of the Soul Patrol, asserting his dominance here. Look here, an arm drag out of the arm bar. And the Anomaly showing off his wrestling abilities here. The throwback needs to make a tag. He's been in this match the whole time. And another arm drag from the Anomaly, and Moan, that hurt him. He's clutching his back, but his partner's taking all the damage here. And now The throwback trying to work his way back up. Gets up to a vertical base. Grabs a handful of hair. Drags him into the corner. And now twists the arm. Goes for an Irish whip, but a big reversal. Up and over, but nobody goes under. And an arm drag from the Anomaly. Antonio Morgan one step ahead here of Curtis Robertson in this tag team title versus title match. Man, this is only the kind of action you're going to get right here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. What other company is going to bring you a title versus title? We're guaranteed to see a team walk out of here with an extra set of tag team titles. Who's it going to be? Now the Black Cat Dion Johnson back in the ring with a stiff chop right across the chest. Big Irish whip. Back body drop, up and over goes Curtis Robertson. But he is in some serious trouble. This is not looking good for the duo of V.S.P. as he's been taking a shellacking and a big double elbow there, and down he goes. Back in comes Morgan. You can see these guys working like a well-oiled machine, showcasing why they are the American Wrestling League Tag Team Champions. And now the throwback. Got an armbar, finally gets a tag into his partner, Mike Malm, the man Monolith coming off. Big axe handle. Oh, and payback there for what Morgan did to his partner earlier in the match. Give him a little receipt. A little rabbit punch there. Oh, Morgan with a reversal and a boot. But those shots right there to the side. Make Morgan let go, shoots him in. Going for a hip toss, no. Reversal from Morgan, and down goes Mon. I don't think V.S.P. has an answer for what the Soul Patrol has to offer here tonight. So far, they can't get any momentum, but another one of those punches to the breadbasket cut off the momentum that Antonio Morgan had built up. And now Mon with wrist control back in the middle. Look at those shots right there, right to the side in the I guess the kidney area almost, rib cage. Oh, big reversal and another hip toss from Morgan. Goes for the pinfall attempt. 2. Good enough for a 2, but not enough to put this match away. Mon is still the freshest man out of V.S.P., but oh, a knife edge chop will take the freshness right out of you. Now back comes in Dion Johnson. I loved how they were just tagging in and out constantly as the Soul Patrol really going as a team here. Another back body drop. Down goes Mike Mon. And Dion Johnson stalking his prey here. Waiting for Mon to get back up to his feet, but he's trying to make a tag, but Johnson does not allow it. And now he's got that clinch. He's got a clenched fist here. He's gonna sock him right in the face. He's winding it up real big here. Looks right on, a poke to the, hey, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, there is no good defense for a poke or a right to the eyes. I say it all the time. Robertson coming in to try to save his partner there. Johnson went for that pinfall attempt after that poke right into the eyes. Back in comes Morgan. Irish whip. Oh, a butt bump there, or a hip thrust, taking Mon down from Morgan. And now Mon, oh, a low blow. I don't think our official was able to see it because the back of Mon was shielding his vision from what happened on the other side. And that's the opening. V.S.P. needs a headbutt right to the lower abdomen private area of Morgan. Look, he put his feet on the bottom ropes. V.S.P. now getting dirty. I think they've realized that they're not going to win a tag team, a fair tag team match against the Soul Patrol. So now they just push Dion Johnson, and now both of them putting the boots to Antonio Morgan behind our officials, switching in and out without tagging. You know, I represent the NAWA. I've been here every episode, every show, but I do not condone the actions of our tag team champions, V.S.P, here in this title versus title match. Robertson now got that armbar applied to Antonio Morgan. Dion Johnson trying to get the crowd back into it, trying to get the momentum to shift back into the favor of the Soul Patrol. Look at her handful of hair. He just took the dreads of Antonio Morgan and threw him down to the canvas and only gets a 2. Goes for it again. Those repeated attempts will wear you out. As the man continues to press his body weight across your shoulders and abdomen and chest area, you got to use a lot of effort to get him off. In comes Maughan. Running punch. Holy Christ. A holy Christ punch right into the face from Mike Maughan, just running with all that extra force behind it. And Morgan now, he's in trouble. And once V.S.P got dirty here in this match, the tone and the momentum has completely shifted. And now look here behind our official's back, Robertson choking to Morgan. Look, Dion Johnson's got to stay on the apron. He's causing his partner more punishment than helping him like he thinks he is. And now, just taking that leg and going to work on it now is Maughan. Dropping an elbow right across it. Mike Maughan now going back to that arm of Antonio Morgan. Just slams it down on the canvas. You see the pain that he's in. The Anomaly not doing so well. Mike Maughan, he's a trash talker. He's taunting the partner of Antonio Morgan. And look here, what's he got in store for him now? Is he gonna stomp on it? What's he got going on here? Just another elbow drop. Dropping that side of his body right across that arm. And Morgan just writhing in pain on the canvas. His arm is just taking a ton of punishment here. As you see, he's holding it close to his body. That left arm taking some damage. Went for a cross body block, but Mike Maughan ducked out of the way. And now look here, taking that arm and trying to pull it out of its socket. Using that bottom rope. V.S.P, I may not agree with their tactics, but what they're doing is pretty effective here. It's probably the only way they're going to defeat the Soul Patrol is to injure Antonio Morgan, the big man of the team. And now, twisting that arm around, look at that. They just putting that extra force onto it is Robertson. He's got the ropes. The referees tell him he's got to let go. I don't know how much feeling Antonio Morgan has in that left arm anymore. He's got to be numb and in pain. Right back to the arm bar goes Robertson. The throwback, trying to control the pace here, trying to slow it down and continue to work over the arm of the Anomaly. Now what's Robertson doing here? He's trying to remove the wrist wrap or the hand wrap of Antonio Morgan. Mike Maughan just kind of drug him right out of the ring. Down, he's on the floor. Antonio Morgan is hurt, ladies and gentlemen. That arm is in some serious pain, and I don't know what's going on here, but he's got to get him back in the ring. Dion Johnson coming to the aid of his partner on the outside here. He's got to get up and get back in the ring. Some words of encouragement here for Antonio. As he gets back in, he's not just going to give up. He's trying title versus title. Both of these teams are going to give it all to the very end, and right back to the arm goes Robertson. You can see that hand being bent backwards. Just yanking on that arm some more. Morgan definitely got to make a tag. He is in a bad way here. Oh man, almost a double axe handle splash combination there from Maughan. And the man Monolith taking that arm and just bending it and putting more pressure on it, pushing on that tricep And that elbow is bent. And now just right back into a straight arm bar. Goes V.S.P. Morgan trying to feel the energy of the crowd, because I'm darn well bet you he don't feel that left arm anymore. Big right hand. Oh, a clubbing blow from Mon. Oh, and another shot. Morgan trying to do everything he can, trying to fight with every ounce of energy he's got left. Irish whip. Oh, a big spear. Holy Christ, he cut him in half with that spear. Antonio Morgan leaving everything he's got in the middle of the ring. He's down. That arm is damaged. He may have used his last bit of energy to hit that spear on Mon. You see him grabbing his midsection and his rib area. Mon in the wrong corner trying to make a tag to nobody, but he's got to get to Robertson the throwback. But more importantly, Antonio Morgan's got to make it to his corner to tag in Dion Johnson. He does. Robertson gets the tag. Big right hand for the throwback. And another one. Dion Johnson's rested. He's coming in like a house of fire here. And he's taking care of V.S.P. one by one. It's the big black cat. Dion Johnson and Curtis Robertson are the legal men. Oh, they just met in the middle. And both men colliding, going down. Again, Robertson, the throwback, is the legal man as well as Dion Johnson. Look here, Mon throwing big right hands. Dion Johnson firing back here. But the legal man is Curtis Robertson, and he's on the floor being chased around by Antonio Morgan. Out to the floor spills Mike Mon. We got to get this action under the control here. Our official is counting out. He's throwing up a 10 count on Curtis Robertson, but Dion Johnson, who also is the legal man, is on the floor. Throws him face first into the guardrails. This action has gotten out of control, and our official he's going to count these guys out. I don't even know where Curtis Robertson is at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is turned into a complete chaos. And there you hear the bell. We got a double count out in this title versus title match. We don't have a clear-cut winner. There's Antonio Morgan. Robertson's done hightailed it to the back. That's the only way I think they were going to save their titles. Our official has counted both teams out. We've got a double count out. Look here, Robertson, he came back to retrieve their tag team titles. Clearly the Soul Patrol was going to take those belts from them. But we got a double count out. V.S.P. still the NAWA Tag Team Champions. The Soul Patrol still the American Wrestling League Tag Team Champions. Mike Mon can barely stand. He don't know where to go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have this week. We'll see you right here next week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Until then, so long for now.